Camp Jamison?
At Camp Jamison, we believe that every child should get to experience the magical and life-changing impact that summer camp can have. That's why I, Jacqueline McDonough, founded Camp Jamison in 2008, and then we had our first summer in 2011. We've been operating as Camp Jamison, a diverse, inclusive, and affordable summer camp since 2011, making sure that as many Philly kids as possible can enjoy the benefits of summer camp.
And so that's how we got here. And we are so excited. 2024 is our 14th year in operation. And we are very excited to have you be a part of it. Oh, we did our craft. So one thing you'll get to know about Camp Jamison is that we are really a family and a community, and we really care about our values. And so this is a cheer that our oldest cabin, the Blue Jays, a few years ago, made to represent what we stand for at Camp Jamison.
Ohana, Ohana.
So our Blue Jays are our oldest lodge on camp, and they have our 12 through 14 male campers. And that's one of the things that's important at Camp Jamison is
At Camp Jamison,
she's not gonna talk yet, is that we have a program that will stay with you all the way up until maybe you want to be a Camp Jamison counselor in training or a counselor or even a lodge leader. Maybe one day you'll take my job, which would be great. And so there are lots of ages that stay at Camp Jamison. And the one thing that we found is once you become a Camp Jamison family, we have a very high retention rate of over close to about 70%. And we're very proud of that. And so these are the things on the slide now that I'm going to talk about more in a kid-friendly way, because this is what we are and what your child or you listening should expect at Camp Jamison and what we are going to expect of you. And so the first thing is that we are respectful and kind to ourselves, our camp, and our environment. And what this means is we care about it in a way we care about ourselves and other things that matter to us. So respect and being kind, two things you should expect out of Camp Jamison, and we expect them from you. If you don't know yet, this is your warning. Camp Jamison is tech-free. There are no cell phones, no computer games, nothing. If there's like an extenuating circumstance, parents could reach out to me. But we are tech-free and we really believe in unplugging. That also means for our adults on camp, we see the benefits of it. And so we're gonna stick really strong as long as possible to being tech-free. Parents, if you're listening, you can get in touch with me. We're not inaccessible. You can text me your fears. I found that more our parents are scared these days than kids are kind of like free at the idea of being away from everybody and out of contact for a week. So usually the parents are the ones that need to be persuaded on that one now. But please know it's no contact with your kid unless there's an emergency, but you do get contact with me. And you'll hear from me and get tons of pictures. And so we try to make sure that you feel confident. We try new things at Camp Jamison. We kind of do an opt-in, opt-out approach where we always ask you to try. That goes with things that might be scary to people, like going canoeing or swimming, or we also have like high ropes course now. The other thing that's really important to us is building peacemakers. And so we are nonviolent in word and action. And that's really important because we know that in a lot of schools right now, students aren't feeling safe and maybe they're being bullied, even just with words, and people might be taking them seriously. And at Camp Jamison, we know that words hurt just as much as actions. And so we make sure that we are peaceful in our words, and then fighting is grounds for immediate dismissal. It's not something we tolerate, and not something that happens very often at Camp Jamison, or usually ever, because we all are such dedicated peace builders. We appreciate and advocate for the natural world. We're like a little bougie camp. Our bathrooms are indoors. You're gonna have a shower that you don't have to like leave your cabin for. You have a kind of climate controlled. It's hot, but it's bearable. Lodge you'll be sleeping in. But we are surrounded by the beautiful Catskill Mountains in New York. We have a lake that you will wake up to every morning. We have trees and beavers and deers, and all kind of cool things that you'll get to see and be a part of, and is really fun. And we really, really, really enjoy that as a part of camp, and especially as most of us are coming from city or suburb environments. And the last thing is, like I said, Camp Jamison is a family. We are really proud of our retention rate. People keep asking me what age Camp Jamison stops. And my joke is 21, they still keep coming, and now they're working. They're now the leaders at Camp Jamison, and they were once the campers. And so we have really built a pipeline of campers that cared about camp as campers, cared about it as CITs, cared about it as staff, and now are the next generation, and which is really amazing. So that is what you can expect from us, and then what we expect from our campers, because we absolutely have the best campers in the entire camping industry. I get to meet a lot of different people who work at a lot of different camps, and things that people say when they see Camp Jamison in action is like, they can't believe how the kids are just getting along so well, and they are so excited to be there. And what I have noticed since we've been operating since before COVID and after COVID is just how thankful and happy the kids are to be there and to be together with their friends. And so I definitely, that looks really good too. Um, think that it is an amazing place to be. My children go to Camp Jamison. So I think parents should take solace in that too, because I definitely want to send my kids to a camp that I did not value. And how we have the best campers is because we have, like I said, the absolute best staff. Most of the people in these pictures have been at Camp Jamison since 2015 as campers, and now it's 2024, and they are our proud either lodge leaders, or Jamie's going to be our CIT director, and different leadership roles. And they are becoming the new face of the camping industry. And we are going to change what camp looks like for everybody and make sure that it's included for everyone. That's what's really important at Camp Jamison. All right, so here are the basics. If you don't know yet, Camp Jamison dates for 2024 are July 21st through July 27th, 2024. It is a Sunday through Saturday. What's good about that is it's the weekend, so you can pick it up, but it's longer than we used to do. We used to only do 5 nights, so now we do 6 nights, 7 days. It's great. We have more time, and we always want even more and more time. So we're excited to be starting to think about what 2025 could look like, and if it could include more weeks. Camp Jamison is a summer camp for everyone. And that's what's really important. You'll see I have my little, this is a safe place sign. Not only is Camp Jamison a primarily brown and black campers, but we also do have an LGBTQ plus population, and that might not be you, but all we ask is everybody respect everyone. And so when we go to divide people or say that like they're not for us, we always remember that Camp Jamison is for everyone, and not just your version of everyone, but really everyone. So when I go to try and make plans for people, I always focus on the margins, because what I believe is if I focus on the people who need it the most, then everybody else will fit in, and it'll work for them as well. And so I have found kids have no problem with this. They're rocking and rolling. Parents, if you have concerns about what it means that um, the LGBT community is at Camp Jamison, I would say there are always different kinds of kids everywhere. And there's no teaching or training or this and that. We're all just coexisting and living and learning about who each other is. And so that's really how that looks in kind of all places and where we show up different from each other. We are located at Camp Ree, which is what we call it, and that is now in the Catskill Mountains. We were for a long time in the Pocono Mountains, but now we are just literally over the state line in New York, which made for an amazing new location for us in 2023. We're so excited to go back in 2024 and continue our partnership with it. This is the new map that Camp made. And so this is what our campus looks like. Camp Reimagine altogether has over 1,000 acres of land that comprises Camp Ree. We are on the campus that's called Greenkill, and we have this is all of our space. One of the things that was really nice last year, which we saw, was Camp Ree and our partnership really allowing us to take on and make their campus our own. So I'm going to try to see, make sure get a cool bullet point or something here so I can point at things. But if not, again, you can type them in the chat too. Oh, annotate, here we go. I just want like a thing to point at. Mouse, there we go. All right, so this is our dining hall, which is great. We eat all meals there. Camp Jamison, I think our food has even gotten better since our move. We are a big salad bar camp. If you like salad or fresh fruit, that's always available at the salad bar. We also have a sandwich bar at lunch now, which is really cool. So lots of options that are available. We do have some friends that have peanut allergies, but we are not a completely peanut-free like campus. And so you just want to be careful about that. We do have friends that have allergies, but we just normally need to know about that. Vegetarian, gluten-free, not eating pork, any of those vegan options we can accommodate very easily. So our dining hall, that's very important. That's kind of like the main center of our camp. And then right in front of it is a beautiful lawn that leads right down to the lake. And the lake is, they call it Lake Marling. I think we should give it a different Camp Jamison name. But you'll see that we have swimming, and it's a beach. So if you don't like swimming, you can play in the sand, and then it kind of is like walking into. Now, once you get into this part, it's deeper, so you have to pass a swim test. And we have fun water toys out there, like it's like a mat, and you like jump off of it. Or then like this thing is like another dock that you can jump off of if you have the capability. And so we have swimming. We go swimming every day. I'm even gonna think I might change the schedule so we go swimming on Sundays too when we first get there to kind of get an extra day, because that's normally one of the activities everyone loves. Now, the coolest part about the lake is also, while people are swimming, we're also able to run our boating and fishing activities at the same time. So at Camp Jamison in the afternoon, we pretty much spend 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock at the waterfront the whole day. Now, also at this waterfront area, we have a gaga pit. We have this really cool game called the carpet ball, which our campers would teach you how to play. We have a sprinkler if it's really hot, and lots of just kind of fun games. And also under the dining hall is a place that has air conditioning. So if it's too hot and you want to relax during our outside time, you can go in there, play Legos, read books, do some arts and crafts. We try to make sure that there's always a space where people can go and feel safe and doing what they want to do. Now, around the dining hall, you will see different buildings. You'll see Hemlock, you'll see Rocky Top, Laurel, Evergreen, and is that it? One, two, and then Klein we use as both staff housing and as one of the lodges. But each one of these is the lodges. Our lodges are big. They have indoor bathrooms inside. They have multiple bathrooms. They're bunk beds. I'll show some pictures. But we group them by ages and gender. And we also have an all gender cabin. Rockefeller is our all building. We have archery, we have slingshots, which we really didn't do slingshots last year, but if I got enough requests, maybe I would. We have the climbing tower, which was a huge success last year and we really liked it. We did the athletic field, just having so much space to run around. Up here is the quad. It's an place where you can do different high ropes activities if you're old enough. Then we have our basketball courts. We also have a basketball court up at the top where we have our kind of free time. We have the field house. There's a tennis court. The field house is inside. We have this really cool thing called the Calm Cabin, which people can go and relax in, as well as amazing trails and things like that. I like this map. It's brand new and it kind of shows you the campus, but I want to, if there's some pictures, there are some pictures on Camp Re. They redid their website that I will share with you because I think they're cool. All right. So one, I will say this is the archery range from last year. They have completely redone the archery range. Look, like it says, it's currently being upgraded. And so that's really exciting. We added archery last year for our campers, and it was definitely a highlight of their experience. They really liked it. This is our basketball court, and they love basketball. We're a huge basketball camp. This is the field. We play all camp games there. This is a ladder that they can do for different high ropes activities. How old for axe throwing? We'll have to see all the ages. But you're getting up there, Jude. Again, the field is so nice. Canoeing, we have a lake, like I said. Canoeing, we do kayaking as well. We do hiking. We're very big into hikes. Our oldest cabins go to a hike that leads to a watering hole. We like to play in the streams by camp a lot and do maybe find some frogs, some other creatures. That's always been a Camp Jamison favorite. This is the swimming hole. So it's really cool. You get to hike, go to the swimming hole, and it's pretty deep. We have to take a lifeguard with y'all. So it's definitely really cool. And it's one of those things that a lot of our campers think they can't do. And then they get to it and they do it and they love it. And it's a great activity. Actually, those actually might be some of our campers there. Let me see. It is, absolutely. Those are ours. Huh, cool. There's also a waterfall that we go and see. They just put in some disc golf. If we're interested, I guess we could use it. I don't know too much about disc golf. We really like lots of just kind of playing and like being in nature. And so if there's an interest in garden, pretty much if there's an interest in anything that we have, we are really can be flexible at Camp Re, which we really like. Evening activities we love. On Mondays, on Sundays, I might bring back the ice cream social I've been thinking about, which used to be a really big thing. We didn't do it last year. But Sundays is usually like our night we get together and we learn who everybody is. On Monday, and campers, feel free to help me out. On Monday, we do, Monday's hard. What do we do on Monday? It's not bingo. Do we start? Anyway, we do bingo. We have a carnival. We have A bingo, carnival, talent show is really big. Talent show, thank you. Of course, the talent show, campfire. And then I think I'm forgetting one other thing. But our evening activities are our
Color game?
color games we did the last year, is when we all come together as an entire camp and we play or do some type of activity together. And so if you have friends that are in different lodges or things, or your siblings, that's when we get together. Wood shopping we didn't do, but if there was interest in 2024, we totally could. This is the Rock. It's so beautiful. It's our main building. We do lots of different, this is where arts and crafts, there's cooking in there. We also do, there's a stage, so that's where our talent show is. And you can see it's just absolutely beautiful. I do see your question about dinner, and I will get to that. This is one of my favorite views of camp. Standing up, that's like this is our dining hall, so you can see lots of really cool decks and things to hang out and talk and have friends. Right over here is that game, like I said, that's carpet ball, that we play. All right, let's see. This is the indoor field house, which is really nice in case we have any inclement weather, we can use it, as well as we hosted our carnival in there last year. This is our lake. And then back at the archery range. Great. All right. So back to my Canva, which will answer the question, when is dinner, which is a great question. Ooh, that one looks really good though. All right, so first, before I get to schedule, this is how we kind of work, is we have an upper camp and we have a lower camp. So most of our campers are 8 to 11 males will be in the Cardinals Lodge. And then 8 to 11 females are sparrows. Oh, they're hawks. I'm sorry. Hawks. And then 12 to 15 females are sparrows, 12 to 15 all genders. That's people that opt into being in an all gender cabin for many different reasons. Sometimes they just, vibe better with not their gender. Sometimes they just want a different experience. So that's there for our owls. And then we have the Blue Jays are 12 to 15 males. So if you are applying with friends or family or things like that, and you're like, I need my kids to be together, they'll be sleeping in these kind of ages.